Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Everything Culture. And we're back this morning, this afternoon, this evening for the makings of Carita. How you doing today, Carita?
I am well. How are you?
I'm great. Hope I'll be feeling much better in the next few moments.
I hope so as well.
We have the pleasure introducing Carita. Carita is we will get into what she represents and things, but I met Carita some time ago, being here in the Pacific Northwest, and understanding she is a professional. What I could say, a masseuse. What would you call
No,
it,
you
Carita?
would say a massage
A
therapist.
massage therapist.
Yes.
Okay, and she is one of the two great people representing holistic coalition.
There we go.
Yes, y'all done heard it. Y'all done heard them a couple times here on Everything Culture, and we have the pleasure not only be able to interview Carita, we're actually going to be receiving a massage simultaneously. So, y'all check in. Y'all make sure to like, share, comment, relax. If you're listening to us, thank you for listening. If you're watching us, thank you for watching. But either way, let's get into the makings of Carita.
And a little sugar. I was born by the river.
I'm slipping fast. Oh, back down memory lane.
It's that love in need of love.
Saw the makings of you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a great introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. So, Carita, have you listened to the makings of you before?
I have not listened to the makings of you before. I've heard your interviews, but not specifically. I think it was the first couple interviews that you've done.
Okay.
I heard, those ones, but not the makings of you.
Okay, well, this is all about you.
Okay.
We're going to be going through a series of questions where I'm asking about your childhood, your upbringing, your backgrounds, your traditions. Okay. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong answer. Well, they're all correct, actually, all right, because they're coming from you. Nobody can tell us better about you than you. Nobody can tell us about Carita better than Carita, you know?
That is true.
So we are so thankful for you to sharing yourself with us throughout this conversation here. I would say not only episode, but this conversation. So are you ready to get into it?
I am.
Okay. So
This is going to be a little bit of a challenge, though. I love it, though. Thank you. It's an opportunity, actually.
Right.
I've been told to call challenges opportunities.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Learning moments.
Yes, definitely.
So Carita, how would you describe yourself?
That's actually a complex question, but thank you for asking it. How would I describe myself? I'm a healer. I am a mother. I am a friend. I am a person of my community. I love my community, and my community is where I'm at. And it involves people, my people of color. But sometimes it involves people not of color. And I am of that community as well. So I am a person of the community, a healer of the community.
Love that. Love that.
Okay. You made me think.
Oh. That's just question number one.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God.
So, Carita, what cultures do you represent?
The African American community is what I most relate to. My massage community, I would relate to second.
Okay.
I've been doing this for over 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
And so the massage community has changed quite a bit in 20 years. But my African American community is what I most relate to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you represent?
What do I represent?
Like, where you from?
This is crazy. I've never really. So I'm from Florida originally.
Shut up.
I'm from Florida, yeah.
Okay, that's why you so personable.
Born and raised. But I've never really, even though my family is there, it's crazy. I was just talking to Dion about this. I've never really felt at home, whether it be Florida, whether it be, honestly, Seattle. And I don't know if it's a deeper thing when it comes to the land of America for me. But at this current moment, I can't even tell you what where I represent.
Wow.
Right?
I
Is that kind of deep?
I love it.
That kind of went deep, huh?
This is the Makings of Carita. We can get as deep as you want to get, okay?
Okay.
It's all about you.
Okay.
Okay, Carita, how would you describe your childhood and upbringing?
My childhood and upbringing, it was country. I loved it. A single parent. I was raised by my mother, with my sister. That was our consistent household. That was our immediate family. My upbringing was fun. I have a lot of childhood memories walking dirt roads and mangy dogs and chickens, in the yard.
Country, okay.
Right, orange groves. I learned how to drive on a stick shift. So, country. That was my upbringing, and I loved it. I actually am sad for my children because they don't have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe the role of your mother in the household? Like, what all did she do?
My mother was everything. She still is, honestly. Being recently divorced, she's taken on a lot with me and my children. So my mom was everything, though. She was that strong woman that everybody typically wants to be. All those strong woman quotes that you see going around these days. That was my mom. She had her moments of not necessarily falling apart because she always held it together. But you definitely could tell, the attempt to be strong sometimes was not always there.
Yeah.
So she was just a woman. She was a woman raising two girls and trying to make, all the ends meet. But one thing she definitely taught me is that life just keeps going. As long as you have the opportunity to make it better, you just do it, you keep going. So, yeah, She was the strong one. She still is.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom, dude.
For real. So, we both from the South.
Yes.
This is always a difficult question for me.
Okay.
But do you mind sharing your age with us?
Oh, why is that difficult?
You know how it is.
Because some women don't.
I was raised, don't ever ask that question.
Well, I'm okay with it, and I think it's because I've gotten such positive feedback. I think I might be a little confident. But I'm 44. I just turned 44 September 17th, so I'm a Virgo.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. So, 44 years young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Virgo season still going on?
Nah, I think we're in Libra season now. It's gone.
Ain't nobody care about no Libra.
Don't do that to them.
I'm sorry, okay. I didn't say that.
Don't do that to them.
It's all love, we are all great people,
Yes, we are in our own light.
Yes. So, you said you have a sister.
Yeah.
What's the difference in y'all?
In age. She just turned 41 September 14th.
Okay. Then.
So, yeah, we have about 3 years between us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was your first sense of responsibility?
Ooh, that's a good one. Look at you. I like you. Okay. My first sense of responsibility. Well, being raised by a single mom and there being my sister and I in the house, I have lots of memories of washing cars and cutting yards and taking out the garbage.
Okay. Seems like we had the same responsibility.
Right, because you don't have no man. You ain't no man in the house, no older brother. So I remember actually being, what was I, about 17 or 18? the car that my mom had me driving, the radio went out. So I ended up looking up some stuff, and I ended up switching out my own radio out of my car. Right.
You're a boss, okay.
Yeah. So it's always been that for me. You know, you buy furniture, you ain't got nobody else to put it up, so you and your mama put it up. So yeah. But yeah, taking care of household chores and just clean your room, you know? So sense of responsibility, that was my first.
Okay.
Yeah, being the oldest daughter.
No, that's a feeling.
Yeah.
Not as far as being a daughter, but I know it's like being the oldest. So
Yeah, being the oldest is responsibility.
heavy.
Yeah, how you feeling right now? I gotta check in with you because you.
I feel gross again. I don't mind. I need this. You know. Once again,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to line
We
up
got
another
some spots in here,
one.
though.
Yeah, that's what I feel right there. Like, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we got
I
some
ain't-
spots.
I ain't running from it.
Hey, listen, breathe through it. Breathe through it.
Okay, so we got your first responsibility. What was your first, basically, taxable job?
Taxable job?
Basically, the first job you got, they were taking taxes out your check.
I was 16
Okay.
and I worked for McDonald's.
Okay.
And it was like right down the street from my school. So I could walk there after school. But yeah, that was my first, McDonald's was my first taxable job.
How long did you last at McDonald's?
Oh my gosh. I know it wasn't a year. I didn't.
Oh,
Let me
man.
see, between 16 and then we moved up here right the year I turned 18.
Okay.
So I do know I worked McDonald's, Wendy's, and Dairy Queen between the ages of 16 and 18. It was 3 jobs. So
You put your work in, I see.
listen, and then I was done with fast food. But yeah, definitely. I don't think I lasted a year with McDonald's.
But thank you for your contribution. We know it's not easy. So shout out to all our fast food workers. out there, you know.
I
Y'all
learned
are
quick
needed.
though. This is not a Carita, but I did it though. I did it.
Oh yeah, okay. So, how did you feel about your education in life?
I feel like in high school, I got a pretty good education. Experiencing the public education system of Florida and Washington were 2 totally different things, that's for sure.
Better believe it.
One thing that I really wish I would have done better in my senior year and having so many resources up here was I wish I would have taken advantage of those resources. Being raised by a single mom, I didn't have a lot of direction on what to do afterwards. And so that's where massage school came into play. And that's why I've been doing it for over 20 years. Because right out of high school, I went into massage school. I actually wanted to go to Hampton.
Okay.
I wanted to go to Hampton and study in their sports therapy program, but that wasn't, at the time, I didn't have that opportunity. But out of high school, it's 2 totally different things. The Florida school system and the Washington State school system. It's different.
Yeah, trust me. Me coming from Texas up here to Washington, it's a culture shock. to say the least.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a culture shock. I will say coming up here, I was exposed to many cultures that, breathe through it. I know. So many cultures that I didn't even know existed. So.
That's what we love. You know, this everything culture, so we love it.
Right.
We love it. All right. So, coming up, how are you redirected or disciplined?
Redirect my discipline now as an adult?
This is like when you come with your mom, how was you redirected? How did you manage you? So if you had chores or like you said, you had responsibilities. If you didn't follow through, how would you discipline?
Oh, there was lots of yelling in my house.
Okay.
Lots of yelling. Yeah.
Verbal, loud,
Yeah,
verbal.
very loud, very verbal. My, I can't say she hit us too much. That wasn't really her thing. But when she did hit you, you know, it was an issue. You know, she was definitely upset at that point.
Okay.
So.
Hopefully y'all didn't take it out too many times, okay?
I mean, being young girls in the house with no father's direction, I'm sure we did a lot of things we shouldn't have done.
Understood.
We definitely took advantage of my mother. Now that you got me going down memory lane, definitely took advantage of my mom.
You know, it's always times you can, you know, try to, hey, my bad, you know.
You're right.
things of that nature.
Trust me, I do that now.
Okay.
Especially when and living in the house with my mom right now. After my divorce, moving in with my mom and having my daughter there, there are plenty of opportunities to be like, Mom, I'm so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry, Mom. I am so sorry. I was late to the party, but I'm here now.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
Well, I may need to have moms on the show in the future. I may need to interview her to get her perspective.
Listen,
Okay.
I would love to do that.
I love it.
I'm sure she'd love to tell her story too.
Hey, we're all for it. Hey, we're all for it. So, once again, thank you. Hey, y'all, this is the Makings of Carita with Everythang Culture Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, Carita, what were and what are your beliefs?
My beliefs,
Yes.
spiritual beliefs.
Whatever beliefs that you have.
Gosh, you and these questions, you are good at this.
You know, I've been trying. You know.
Okay, well, we'll go religious. I was raised Baptist, you know, from Florida. I was raised Baptist. As of late, my spirituality has definitely, past few years, my spirituality has changed. I lean more towards African spirituality, Asaraset, Cometicism. So I study a lot of what our ancestors studied. So meditation, breathing exercises, Qigong, the practice of changing the mindset. So when you're changing your mindset and you're taking things into meditation, when you're taking what your quote unquote challenges or problems are into meditation, it's attempting to change your response to those things opposed to placing the responsibility on the outside. So, you know, God lives within, and trying to challenge yourself to respond to those things differently than you normally would. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing as well as describing it to us as well. But we greatly appreciate that once again. Well, okay. I'm breathing through it.
Right, breathe
I'm
through
breathing
this,
through
bro.
it.
Cause these rhomboids in between these shoulder blades.
Rhomboid.
The rhomboid in between these shoulder blades. So
I
right
feel
in
it.
here,
I
you feel it though,
I
right?
feel it though. Yes,
Okay.
I do. Once again, I'm gonna be a G and keep it shaking.
Breathe. I had a client right before you was like, "Ooh, who knew your hands were that strong?" I was like, "That wasn't a hand. That was an elbow."
Yeah, I believe it.
That was an elbow.
I'm taking it though. We go persevere. So, what are your passions and how did you get into them?
My passion has always been body work. I've always, these didn't stay hot for me, but I've always loved the idea of the body healing itself and how God created us to heal ourselves, right? And how wonderful and intricate the body is.
Yeah.
And so with that practice, or with understanding that, I've always been into more natural, holistic ways of healing the body or taking care of the body. I've been interested in that since starting massage school. So that's my passion.
Wow.
And I'm now doing my passion.
I was going to say that it's beautiful that you're able to do what you love doing. And
Yes.
something that, and then usually you're good at it, something that you want to do.
Right.
Say that all the time.
Right.
So, hey, you're pretty, yeah, I'm telling you now, you're great at it.
Thank
you. So,
And I really believe that people should be, like, not everyone knows their passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you know what your passion is, that's exactly what you should be working in.
absolutely.
So the world needs you.
One of the questions that, I'm going to ask it here. If money was an issue, you came across ample amount of money that you could do whatever you want to do in the world, but you had to do one thing, what would you do?
If money was not an issue,
Mm-hmm.
I would travel the world and do this.
Okay.
Yes. I would travel the world and do this.
That is dope.
Definitely.
Healing people.
Yes.
Okay. So, if you could recommend a book, a movie, and a television series, what would you recommend?
A book, a movie, and a television series.
Yes.
The book I would recommend right now would be, goodness gracious, what would I recommend to the people? My Aunt the 11 Laws would be a good book that I would recommend. It does have to do with the African spirituality that I am currently studying. But it gives you a new look on life, and again, your responses to things, and understanding that all things are not against you, but in how all things work, it benefits you no matter how it works. It's just about how you receive that change or that challenge, but it gives you a different outlook on life. And so I would recommend My Aunt the 11 Laws by Ra'u Nefer Amen. And what was the other? A movie?
Mm-hmm. Yes, a movie.
A movie. Brandon, dang, I should have watched a bunch of your interviews first. I would have prepared for this. Okay, a movie. Let's come back to the movie.
Okay. Television series.
A television. Oh, let's go to a movie I just saw.
Okay, back to the movie.
Let's go back to the movie. I just saw, don't laugh at me, but I just saw, oh gosh, Wolf of Wall Street.
Really?
I just saw this movie. But one of the reasons why I like this movie, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. This guy is crazy. But did you notice how he was just selling hope, right? At the end, he was just selling hope. But throughout all of it, he was selling hope. Like when he lost his job on Wall Street and then went to that one small place, and they were just intrigued with the way he delivered the message. They all were intrigued by his verbiage, right? And how he was just able to he changed the whole atmosphere, right? And so I don't know, that being business minded right now, I wouldn't recommend people do the things that he was doing.
I was going to say, okay.
Listen, I wouldn't recommend that people do the things that he was doing. But you can learn a lot by just watching how people maneuver through society and the psychology behind it all. I don't know. I'm kind of getting interested in that with all the marketing and stuff that I've been learning.
Hey, we could talk about that. You know, I'm a psych major, and industrial organizational psychology is real.
Yes.
You're surprised how people are, and that's marketing. That's hard. Psychology is a big part of marketing.
Yes.
Like I talk about how people, even in my comments, I know one of my videos about to blow when people start arguing in the comments, because it's human nature for people to want discord or disagreements.
Oh my gosh.
I can ask
Why?
right.
Why
That is
is
human
that?
nature. It's in beliefs. It's historical. I can put an argument, but right now, sugar or salt and pepper ingredients, and people are going.
I know. Oh, I've seen you do that actually.
And it just goes, and I'm like, hey, but people are
Listen,
people.
they
We just have
like
to
it.
learn. Yeah. I don't know. It's just they can't avoid it.
They
but-
can't avoid it. They
But
can't
that's-
avoid sharing their opinion or being heard, wanting to be
Correct.
heard,
Correct.
and wanting to be right in a lot of cases too, when it doesn't really matter.
We're gonna get a little too deep right there.
Right.
But it's,
It don't-
okay. But it's your show. It's Carita. However you want it to
Carita
go.
be getting deep. Listen. Okay, so then you asked me about a show.
Yes.
A show. Let's see. Okay, and this is just because of my own personal situation. But a TV show, and I cannot remember the name of the show. But you remember that show that Will Smith and Jada put together? That TV show where they was living in the house with like his wife and his baby mama and stuff. Remember that? Do you remember that TV show? That would have been perfect for the show. Remember when you posted the other day, name a show that you remember that don't nobody else?
Yeah, I do not remember that one.
There was a TV show.
What network was it on?
UPN, I think it was on. I think. Do you remember?
Was
Because Aunt Lisa Ray was in it.
and it was old girl husband, Gina's husband from Martin, right?
Yes. Yep.
Dude,
And Lisa Ray.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. But, okay, the reason why I recommend that right now is because of my own situation. I just feel like blended families, we need to normalize ending relationships amicably and being able to blend families more amicably than we do, especially for our culture. Like you leave your wife or your baby mama or your baby daddy or whatever, and then y'all don't get along no more. Why is that?
Control.
It just doesn't, it's just that it didn't work out, you know? It just didn't work out. The relationship didn't work. Move on, you know? And so for me, as of late, because of, again, my situation, we don't get along, and I'm trying to make us, you know, I'm doing what I can,
Yeah.
but it's not being reciprocated. So that's my little personal spin on that one.
Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
Oh, doing a great job, by the way.
you're welcome.
Oh, so next question.
Yes.
Can you share an impactful moment in your life with us?
An impactful moment?
Yes.
I've had quite a few impactful moments.
I can feel it.
Oh my goodness, I've had quite a few impactful moments. An impactful moment, goodness, was when I found out that I was pregnant with twins.
Woo,
That was a very
that
impactful.
sounds fun.
Listen, be careful what you ask for. I actually didn't ask for this, but be careful what you ask for. The year prior, I actually lost a child. I was 9 months pregnant and 2 weeks from my due date. And it was the day before my baby shower. And he just stopped moving. And so in him not moving, you know, you call the doctor, you find out like I might need to be seen. So I go in, they call me in that very next early morning. I'm like there at 6:30 in the morning, and they can't find a heartbeat.
Wow.
And again, this is a full grown, 38-week child. So I'm ready to burst at any moment. And he wasn't there anymore. So I had birthed him. But then soon after, that was like in July. And then in that following November, I found out that I was pregnant with twins.
Wow.
Right. And the child that I lost was a boy. And so when we found out we were pregnant with twins, we found out it was a boy and a girl.
Wow.
Right?
Listen.
So then, when you lose your child, it's all these questions and why would I go through this? But then when you find out you got two coming now, it's like, okay. And at the time it was like, okay, God, I see you. I see you, thank you. So very, that was one of those all things happen for a reason, impactful moments. And though, because I was definitely that child, the one I lost, it was a little personal agreement between me and God that I wasn't doing it no more. I'm not having children anymore. I'm done. So to then have those two come, I was like, okay, well, I guess they were just meant to be here,
Absolutely. Okay.
God was like, she about to tie these tubes.
Before she tried, let
me figure out, let me see how we can fit two up in here.
Wow.
Because this is done. Because I was done, But, yeah, so that was very impactful. And the understanding of all things happen for a reason was real. That became a reality for me.
Absolutely amazing.
So, yeah.
Once again, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Oh, thank you.
This is the Makings of Carita, y'all. Y'all make sure to go check her out. Make sure to go support.
Yeah.
We support. But Carita,
Yes, sir.
if you had let's say a highly technological phone, where this phone will allow you to call any three people you would like to call, any three things, use your imagination, and they have to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
Give me three folks you'll call.
Ooh. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Goodness gracious.
Fictional.
But I only get three?
You only get three. Let's give your top three. How about
Okay, my top three. Oh my goodness, Brandon. Never really thought about this.
So you have?
I said I've never really thought about that. And I'm massaging while I'm doing this. Okay, think, Carita, think. Let's see. I actually would absolutely love to speak with Gandhi. That's somebody I would love to talk to. I just feel like he was really the homie. I don't feel like he was like, I just feel like he was really the homie. Like he going around loving people, trying to make sure, people eat and are heard and saved, and like he just was for all the causes that were for the people. He wanted peace, but he also, wanted people to be treated fairly, and I don't know. I would love to talk to him.
Oh.
You got it? Breathe through it.
Don't breathe through it. I was gonna say, you may want to do a little bit more history on Gandhi, but
really? Really? Okay.
Especially with us. But I digress.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to talk about
Oh,
that
we'll
because maybe
talk-
I don't know, but let's definitely talk about
You know,
it.
I one of them folks that, you know, with everything culture, we do history on our folks.
Uh huh.
Woo, some things you come across, it gonna disappoint you. You
Really?
know, but we gonna keep Gandhi as one. Okay.
Okay, and we'll talk about it later. You'll educate me later.
I absolutely will.
Thank you. Thank you. I welcome that. Or maybe we should call him.
Yeah.
Sir, we need you to answer for this. Right?
I'm gonna let Prince call him and we gonna hop on the phone.
You gonna let Prince call? We gonna let Prince call him?
We'll be on 3-way.
Oh, okay. Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, call your people.
It's true. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how he treated other folks, but he wasn't too fond for certain folks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they never
That's
tell
what I
us
said,
that.
and that's what. Whew.
They never tell us
I'm
that.
telling you, doing this work,
It allows you to, you get exposed to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
You have to be emotionally ready for it, though.
Really?
Like last year for Black History Month,
Uh-huh.
I had to take a couple weeks off. Well, I had to take I couldn't take a couple weeks off because I try to do something about Black history or a person or event every single day.
Uh-huh.
And I got to one, like it really took an emotional toll on me. 'Cause I was really disappointed because we still suffer from this today.
Oh, wow.
It's how systematic and systemic it is.
Uh-huh.
It's like we're still.
Would you
here.
share who that one was?
Oh well, it was about the history of tap dancing.
Oh.
Not only it was the history. I think I did them back to back. It was the history of tap dancing, and then the history of the first Black sitcom, which is Amos and Andy.
Okay.
Have you heard of Amos and Andy?
I have.
And you know, Amos and Andy come from a radio show.
Okay.
You know who used to run this radio show?
Who?
2 white men. And they were doing basically blackface or minstrel shows acting like they were black.
Oh, wow.
And Amos and Andy were actually 2 black men. So when television came out, they just acted like they were the continuous of these 2 stereotypes these white men put together.
Oh, wow.
And we still hold on to those same stereotypes to this day that was created by 2 white men.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then with tap dancing, it just showed how something that's come from Africa that's actually ours,
Uh-huh.
and we created from, you know, our, how do I say, our trauma.
Okay.
What was removed from us.
Uh-huh.
But if you Google type tap dancing and you just look at the very first definition or thing that'll pop up,
Uh-huh.
it makes sense. It's a West African, and I think that's the Irish folk dance. So
Okay.
it's almost like a fusion, but it really comes from
Like that river dancing?
kinda, yeah.
Okay.
So they do have a part in tap dancing, but it came from when West Africans who were enslaved here in America, when our instruments were removed from us, we still had our rhythm and soul in our heart.
Okay.
So with tap dancing was to make the beats, to make the music.
Okay.
And when Irishmen, which they were also being discriminated against, they started using clogs and things and dancing like enslaved West Africans.
Oh, wow.
And it was kind of like to the point of sometimes teasing and showing what they can do.
Uh-huh.
But they were getting paid for it.
Okay.
So when actually West Africans or black people said, hey, that's our dance, we can do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Pay us for doing what we actually do.
Right.
Other black people come from, instead of just, this is us no matter what,
Uh-huh.
why aren't we getting paid for what we do already? It kind of came from, you just tap dance from the white folks.
Oh.
And when you look at TikTok and a lot of other trends, black people do these dances, literally dances at times, and you know, and as soon as a white creator can do it, and they're gonna get paid
And it
for
gets
it.
blown up. That part I do. Yeah.
And then when we do it, we talk about our own selves why we can't make a living after what we were doing originally,
Right.
and it was just really disappointing.
Aww.
Yeah, because we still suffering from, you know, things that's happened to us in history.
Right.
But you still got 2 more phone calls. Bring it all the way back.
Oh, you disappointed me with Gandhi, and I don't
I'm
even know the whole
sorry.
truth. Listen, 2 more phone calls. You know who I would really like to call? Marcus Garvey.
That's a good call.
The idea of us going back to our native land and doing all of what we do in Africa and just being unified. That is very. It's a dream, right? It's the overall goal. Everybody keeps preaching it, like maybe not to go back, but to establish our own. But yeah. Just for some girlfriend time, you know who I would like to talk to and hook up with? And actually work on her? Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
Yes. Just some girlfriend time, you know. Just
Okay. Shout out to Miss Taylor.
yes, get her on the table.
Hey, I don't know how to massage. Well, I'm good at massaging. I'm alright. I ain't a professional like you. But that's how I got a celebrity I would love to have that with. But I digress. I would love to interview the person. How about that?
Okay, who is it?
Oh, Jill Scott. Hands down.
Oh my gosh, yes, she's a good one.
Hands down.
That would be some real good girl. Oh, can I take Tiana Taylor back? I want to do Erykah Badu.
Oh, okay. We rock with it.
Yes.
Dallas,
That's
Texas
Godmom. Huh?
Dallas, Texas representative.
Yes, that's Godmom.
Okay.
Yeah, I want Erykah, and I want her on the table too.
All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting.
Sorry to say, I would definitely like to work on you one day, but I got to get Godmom on the table first. Yeah.
Okay. Breathing through it.
Good job. Good
Okay.
job.
So, Carita.
Yes.
What is your theme song?
Right now?
Because
you go through seasons.
Okay. What's pouring through you now?
Float by Janelle Monáe.
Float by
Float.
Janelle Monáe. Okay.
On rotation.
Okay. Love it.
Drink lots of water today, okay?
I will.
Okay.
I usually do. I'll make sure to get some more.
Okay.
So, how do you define joy?
Joy. Joy is within. Joy has to be within. Joy has to be found within. It's internal. Joy is light. But joy can also be elevating. But it's always within.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Once again, y'all are tuning in to the Makings of Carita with Everythang Culture. Make sure to like, share, comment, and we'll be right back after the next few moments.
Hey, what's going on? It's your host, Drake, B Drake with Everythang Culture. Just want to butt in real quick and ask for y'all support. Now, y'all know I greatly appreciate all the love that you're showing listening to the show, but I have to ask, could y'all please leave us a review? And if you don't know how to leave a review, don't worry. I got you. You can go to Apple Podcasts, find Everythang Culture. Make sure to click on the name of the show. Scroll down to where you see ratings and reviews. Please hit that 5 stars or just leave your honest opinion. Then right under that, you can drop us a review. Leave a subject line, the catchier, the better, and just tell us how you feel. That goes a long way with supporting us. But let's say you don't have an iPhone. What should you do then? We got you with that too. You can go right over to Spotify, find Everythang Culture again, and you just want to hit on the ellipses at the top right, and it will pop up where you can rate the show. They see, there you go. There you have it. Now make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and anywhere else you may listen to Everything Culture. We greatly appreciate your support. We love y'all, and let's get back to the conversation. Let's get back to the show. Peace.
Welcome back, beautiful people. We're back with the makings of Carita with Everything Culture. Getting the ankle and the foots.
Are you ticklish?
I'm a G.
Are you a G?
I'm a
Okay. Because I will avoid this part if it's
you
going to be a
good.
problem.
Hey, the whole shebang, I'm with it.
Okay,
But
okay.
we're here to learn more about Carita, and we're so thankful for it. Breathe through it. So thankful for her sharing herself with us on our platform with our audience. So, Carita,
Yes.
right back into it.
Yes, sir.
And what areas of your life do you need to heal?
Ooh.
Since you love healing, let's talk about you.
Yes. Areas of my life that I need to heal. I need to heal that worry part of my brain. Being raised by a single mom, you experience, well, my experience was the fear of instability. And so when things start looking unstable, my response of worry tends to take over. And it's not always to my benefit because I move in ways that I need to, think twice about, or I tend to say things that maybe don't need to be said. And so those are definitely things I need to take into my meditation to trigger a different response. So that definitely needs healing. Yes.
Thank you. So, when did you realize you were different?
When I turned 40 years old.
Do tell.
When I turned 40, I realized that the way of life that was taught to me really maybe wasn't made for me. It wasn't, I can't just work a regular 9 to 5 to pay the bills and be unhappy 36 years later just to say you got 36 years with a company.
Yeah.
I started feeling like, I don't know. Have you ever seen that movie Trolls? Have you ever seen the cartoon?
The animated one?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Not yet. I've seen parts of it, but not fully.
There's a part on there where they get sad and they start losing their color. And trolls are not meant to be sad. It was their joy makes them colorful. So when they get sad, they start turning gray. And so I noticed that being in certain environments caused me to turn gray. And those environments are acceptable for others. And they like being in those environments of corporate America and capitalism. And they like, being involved in that. And my mom was okay, even though she was unhappy with her job for 34 plus years. She was unhappy, and it took away a lot of her passion. But her being able to retire and she benefited from it now, but there was a lot of time lost. And you can't get time back. You can make money. You can get money. You can't get time back. And so when that became a reality to me at the age of 40, I put in my notice. I even gave them 6 months notice.
Sometimes that's still ain't enough for some folks.
I gave them 6 months and was like, I really do appreciate this. I can't do it.
Yeah.
This is not where I'm supposed to be. And doing you asked earlier if money was not an issue. Somebody actually asked me that when I turned 40. If money is not an issue, what would you be doing? And that's when it all became a reality to me. That Carita might be a little different.
No, hey, we love your uniqueness and your
Thank you.
individualism. It's
Thank
needed.
you. Thank you.
You know, if you wasn't different, you know, that's what you asked earlier about the show. It's like, they're all different. I'm like, because everybody's different.
Right. Right. They all different.
So, but we have Carita here, and we're so thankful for having you. Seriously.
Thank you.
Once again, doing a great job. Y'all need to come check them out. Let me tell you, Holistic Coalition got
Thank
my
you.
support.
Right.
Like,
Thank you.
for real.
We know what we doing.
Yeah, y'all do. They do. Okay.
You ain't gonna get no massage envy. Sorry, I said that.
We this is pre-recorded. We can
Holistic
edit
Coalition
all
knows we know what we doing.
that. Okay, that's
There
what
we
we
go.
talking about. That's what we talking about. Man,
We don't want to get sued by massage envy.
we don't want no problems.
We don't
you
want
know.
no problem.
We just go just.
They could do better, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Who represents your community of support?
Who represents my community of support?
Yes.
My community of support is my mother, Sheila.
Mom, again, shout out to Miss Sheila.
Miss Sheila. Hey, that's exactly what they call you. Know you from the South, Miss Sheila. Definitely my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader. Dion, my business partner.
What's good, Dion?
Yes.
Thank you.
Heru, my spiritual leader,
Peru.
my spiritual guide.
Okay.
My best friend, Shemprell, she lives in Florida.
Okay.
She definitely, when I have those moments of, girl, guess what he did? Yeah, that's who you call.
Prail, okay.
Prail. My sister, my baby sister, Miss Jayla. She's actually, she's studying herbalism right now and studying teas, and we have her working on a muscle recovery tea for us. So she's going to be a part of she is a part of the Holistic Coalition family now. So it was good to bring my sister in.
Love that.
So yes.
That's all about.
Right. So those are my major community members. Yes.
Wow.
Community support members.
I love that. Shout them out.
Yes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to shout them out.
You know we gonna do that. You know we gonna do that.
Yes.
So this one, I like this one.
Okay.
You have a biopic coming up. Okay.
I have a what?
A biopic.
Okay.
A movie all about you, or
Okay.
maybe a series, however you want to put it.
Uh-huh.
Who would you have play you? Who would direct it?
Okay.
And what network would it come on?
Oh, gosh. Okay. This is a good one. Okay. Who would play me? Who I want to play me? I don't know her name, but she recently, she was that, what was the name of that movie? The real creepy one. About the beehive.
Oh, Swarm.
Swarm,
Oh,
yeah.
you talking about my baby? Oh my goodness.
Isn't she good?
Yes, she played in Power. Was it Power?
She's played in quite
with
a few
Jamie
things.
Foxx.
Yeah. Oh, that one movie.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mad.
Yeah. I can't remember her name though, but she was Swarm. She was
Her
that.
face is right here. We follow each other. Well, we don't follow each other. I wish.
You follow her.
I follow her. I'm gonna scream it later.
Okay.
But, no, what? We're just gonna put her face right here.
Right.
Boom.
We're gonna
this
pretend like
screen.
we knew, but we do know. I
I do know her name.
Okay.
I was just okay, I watched Swarm. I love Swarm.
Did you like it?
Yes.
I was creeped out. I had to
being
turn
from
it off.
Houston,
I didn't watch all the episodes.
Oh, I love horror and sci-fi.
Do you?
See, I was talking about Gail Bean earlier, so I got Gail Bean. Oh, Dominique Fishback. Is that her name? Yeah, I think Dominique Fishback. Yeah,
I
that's
don't know her name.
That's her name, Dominique
Okay,
Fishback.
Dominique Fisher. Okay, she would play me just because I like her acting.
Okay,
She's really good. Who would direct it?
Mm-hmm.
Child, I don't know. Let me see. Who would direct it? Oh, Ava.
Every do now?
There we go.
Okay.
Just because I don't know, I would trust her. I would trust her to direct it.
All right with that.
And then what was the other? And where would it be?
Well, yeah, where would you have?
Child, Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix. Netflix rule the world right now.
Okay.
Netflix or Prime.
Prime. Okay, Netflix or Prime.
I
All
don't
right.
really want Amazon to have it. Let's do it. Let's go back to Netflix. I don't want Amazon to have it.
Noted. Okay. So this is a would you rather question.
Okay.
Okay. So would you rather go back in time and speak to young Carita, or whether you have future Carita come and talk to you now?
Ooh, future Carita, come and talk to me now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would prefer that. All of my experiences have led me to where I am. I don't have any regrets. There are some things that I probably, if I would have done them a little different, life would be different, but I like where I am right now.
Love it.
And it's really about what the future holds. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Discovering Post-it notes ain't gonna really.
I know.
I ain't gonna really, nah, I don't really want to do that. But yeah, the future me would be dope. Yeah.
So,
Tell me how it's gonna go, girl. Just tell me it's gonna be okay. You and these calves.
thank you, man. Okay, we'll talk about them calves later. But this feels great. It's needed. Trust me.
Breathe, yeah.
I feel it at the bottom of my foot.
I know you do. That's why you keep twitching.
Yeah, I'm flat-footed, so I put a lot of pressure on my calves.
Right.
Whew, but thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm great, actually. Thank you for, you got my mind going. Thank you.
Yay. Well, you got a few more questions. You're in the final stretch.
Okay.
All right. So, how do you relax?
How do I relax? Relaxing is a nightly thing for me. I have a shower ritual.
Okay.
So, no matter how the day went, it's always a shower ritual. And it's breathing and lots of deep breathing, lots of saging, and just letting the whole day go down the drain. That's how I relax. Yep.
Love it. Okay, my favorite question. If you could have any meal at the snap of your finger, what would that meal be? And who would prepare it for you?
Oh, I'm finna get real sappy on this one. Okay. Recently, I was in Atlanta with my sister, and she made me this meal. And my sister's vegan. And she whipped it up real quick. You know, she went to the grocery store. She came back. She was like, I just wanted you to eat before you left because I was having to drive, a little distance to get back to where we had just come from. And just the effort she put into that meal was so bomb. Wow. It was so good. It's almost like I could taste the love in it.
Say that. Okay.
It was so dope. And what all it was some okra and tomatoes on rice. And instead of doing fish, she does hearts of palm. And you just fry it like fish, right? And it gives you almost like a fish stick taste. But yeah, she did. And it was so good. And I was so upset because halfway, like once I got to the location, the food kind of spilled over. The rest of what was left over kind of spilled over. And I was like, Rrr! But I was so excited about that meal. And so, yeah, and I don't even think she knows. Like, I was just super excited about that meal, but yeah.
Well, hopefully she listens, so she'll know now.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it. I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
the first thing that came to mind. I was like, oh, yeah,
That's
that was a
amazing.
good night. That was a good meal too. So that would be my last meal.
Wow. So, Carita,
Yes, sir.
how would you want people to remember you?
I want people to remember that I had the best intentions for them, and that, oh goodness, ooh, you're gonna make me get sappy. That I had the best intentions for them, and that internal peace and joy matters the most. And so, because once you have it internally, you can spread that, right? And then that's where your community comes into place. And taking care of your community and the people around you. So just knowing that my intentions are always well. Yes.
Love it. Love it. Love
Yes.
it. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
We need more of that out here.
Huh?
We need more of that out here.
We do. Yeah, we do.
So, speaking of that,
Yes.
what changes are you bringing, and what changes do you want to see in your culture?
Ooh. The changes that I would most want to see in my culture would be communal living and group economics.
Good deep thing.
And those are the changes that I'm attempting to bring as well. Yep.
I can say I see it. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I'm breathing through it, y'all.
This is your spot right here. Like, this is it for you.
Oh, man. So, how can we support you? How can Everythang Culture and our listeners, our viewers, and our supporters support you?
Well, you can do what you are already doing, which I want to say thank you. You repost a lot of our information and you're always talking about us, so I appreciate you for that. So using your voice definitely helps my small business grow, so thank you. People can always find ways to support by just paying attention to our social media. We're always on there letting people know, what we're doing and where we'll be and how we're bringing about the changes we're bringing about. So just tuning in that way, booking appointments, buying gift cards. The holiday is coming up. Dion has 4 kids. I have 3. So we taking care of 7 children. So definitely booking those appointments and buying gift cards for the holidays. That would be helpful.
Got you. Okay, close to the last question.
Okay.
If the people, no, hold on. If you could recommend somebody else to come on Everythang Culture and for the makings of them, who would you recommend?
I would recommend Governor Ilana. Have you met her? Have you met her?
We already got her.
You already got her? Okay.
Ain't dropped yet. No, that's great. That was Prince was with it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, that was the most recent one actually.
Governor Ilana. Well, good.
Look at that.
Yes,
That's what I'm
she
talking
needs to be
about.
heard. She
Yeah.
needs to be heard. So, and she's having a hard time being heard. And I think if we want to implement change, we have to accept change in all areas. And that's including our politics. So, something that her and I were talking about recently was they're always likely to accept change when it comes from them. But as soon as we try to implement some change, then it can't be done.
Wait a minute.
So we need some change in politics. So Governor Ilana,
I love how we already call her governor.
Governor Ilana, do your thing, girl. Right.
Let me tell you.
Do your thing,
We'll
girl.
just I'm big into DEI. So it's been the B has been included. So it's diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging.
And belonging.
And belonging.
Yes.
I believe that's a great important. You know, at first I like, what did they add? And I'm like, look at it. Yeah, it could be diverse, equitable, quote unquote, and you can include me, but do it feel like I belong there? Are you gonna respect me while I'm in the space? But absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and we're here for the last question.
Okay.
If the people are looking for you and you're trying to be found, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Holistic Coalition _NW. They can find me online at www.holisticcoalitionnw.com. They can find us on Facebook. They can find us on, what's the other one? TikTok.
TikTok. You on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm not good at it, but I'm getting better. I'll learn.
Okay.
I'll learn.
You know, we got y'all back.
Yeah, okay. And you can also find us at Cash App.
Say that.
Holistic Coalition _NW. Yes. On Cash App and Venmo and PayPal.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Support.
Already.
Yes.
Well, Carita, you've done it. You did it. You completed the makings of you with Everything Culture. Congratulations.
Yay. I made it.
For real, for real. Was it difficult? Was it hard?
It actually was a challenge that I appreciate and that I welcome. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, it was a challenge. It was not easy answering questions and being, like I had typically when I massage, and you'll experience this next time. When I massage, I'm into your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have to be more connected with you.
Yeah.
And so not being able to connect like that and connecting in a different way was a little bit of a challenge, but it's good.
We did it.
Yes.
So I'll get the full connection next time.
Yes, you got to get my full connection next time.
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's definitely some areas where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to just climb up on. Like, yes, there's so much. There's so much, and you need to do this. Wherever you going, we gonna have to find you a massage therapist. Where you going? Because I know people around the U.S. now.
Okay.
So,
Put me down.
Listen.
I'm all for positive leadership and connections.
Yes.
But yes, we greatly appreciate you. We so thankful you supporting Everything Culture.
Thank
and
you.
we want to say thank you to our audience. Thank y'all for listening. And make sure to tune in. Make sure to follow and support Carita and Holistic Coalition and what they're doing. And we appreciate y'all supporting us. But we want to say thank y'all so much again.
Thank you.
God bless and peace.